Yeah.
Have fun
Go
with it.
shut us up.
We'll see you on the other side. All right, fellas, we got a three-person cast. Let's do our best not to chit-chat over each other.
Let's roll some dice.
Sure, I love rolling dice.
So,
Got these big
how do you guys
dice.
feel about this matchup? Nobu versus Denki.
I
Have you seen it
got a
before?
2.
Ooh, I got a 7.
I've seen it.
All right.
I will go
Yeah,
first.
absolutely. Actually, remember,
Unfortunate.
I guess
I'm gonna
quite a few
mold you
times
two
ago,
cards.
we were talking Ochako 1, and I
okay.
told you that I actually
That
used
sucks.
Denki as a sideboard into Nomu when playing Ochako 1.
Okay.
Really? I feel
Yeah.
like Ochako 1 is
I'm gonna keep
a lot
this.
more efficient at like the conservative
do it.
strings, right?
Okay,
Like
you ready?
it's like I feel like her poke game is a lot
Let's
better,
go.
and that's kind of what you want against Nomu is the
Let's
superior
see,
poke game.
1,
And then the little
2,
bit of extra health also kind of helps buffer
1,
out. So you don't
3.
just like accidentally die sometimes.
Right. So, so basically, with that mindset, it's not that I disagree, and there are definitely games where I would rather play as Ochako 1 going into it, but essentially, if we're talking about, okay, air characters versus Nomu.deck, right? So,
Yeah.
Ochako 1 offers the fine offensive / a slight defense because you can pick up your selective block when you tap your, from your momentum, of course. Which is nice, except for the zone blocks on a lot of your attacks are really roughed when they're not specialized sound waves. So it doesn't always work the way that you want it to. So sometimes just actually being a 7-hander when it comes to the first build turn and then holding for that first key block turn against Nomu is just as efficient as having the extra health, in my opinion. What I really think Denki brings to the table is when you need to actually do 35 damage in one turn, Denki can do it through Nomu's defensive response because you don't inherently buff damage, and you get to take an extra turn sometimes.
Yeah, that's very understandable. I don't disagree with that, especially on the 7-handers part. Like I've kind of gotten to the point playing this game now that I'm like comfortable about the game and like confident in my ability to like play and block correctly. I like kind of exclusively want to play 7-handers at this point.
So you're
They're like the
All
most
Might 2 to the original then, or?
I may. I mean, I want to play 7-handers and then people that cheat. All Might cheats. That man's not a 6-hander. That man is far from a 6-hander, right? So that's kind of what I've arrived at. Yeah, especially just because like when you know what you're doing and like you have the ability to play near perfectly, the options are just almost always better.
Right, exactly. And so it's not even just being the pure 7-hander, but the final key to the puzzle on why I sometimes like playing Denki into the matchup is the response. If you're a good Nomu player and you actually block some of the key important stuff, I get to tap your foundations, which are what reduce my damage, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's really only key in the specific cards and things like Blitz Rush and Indiscriminate, right? Because those are the only attacks in the deck that are actually powerhousing over six damage. So Nomu isn't ever going to commit the cards when it comes to the other stuff. Exactly like right here, the Zero Gravity Lifts, we're committing nothing, and we're not blocking because it's either we held a low here. I gotta look at chat. What did we hold? It's an attack, so we're just being a greed monster with our health, which I think is fine.
I mean,
but,
yeah, what else is new? That's the brand.
Right. So, but what I would say in this matchup right now is that because he is a true 7-hander, both offensively and defensively, we're able to get these pokes in, whittle it down so that's not 35 health, and then we get to also block as a 7-hander.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree there. I do think that like both characters are just air characters in general do have really good matchups against Nomu because there's so much like quantity over quality, right? So it's like a little bit of a moot point, but there's definitely nuances there, and I certainly see them.
Yeah. So, and it's only a few scenarios where I would ever do it. I specifically like it if you. Let's say if you lose game 1 as Ochako, I want to be the 7-hander on the aggressor, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hard agree with that.
So
now,
in this situation, we'll
just,
see that.
Yeah, I mean, I would just never lose game 1 personally. But,
hey, Pog, there we go.
I
like that mentality. No, it's good.
If
it's
you're
good.
just in that position, yeah, I guess. So yeah, that's to me. Alliteration gave me Levi. We only play win more cards.
So I think it's good. Obviously, we've already seen 2. The Denki's already checked like a plus ultra. Denki's really good at using plus ultra because you still get to keep the momentum from the other cards, but because he dumps so much momentum with his once per game at one given time, you get to use plus ultras because your card pool has been cleared now. Plus, you still get to use the attacks in your deck that use momentum, like Meteor Shower.
And if you use them before the once per game, you're just like, well, cool. I would love to get the plus ultra out of my card pool.
Exactly.
and give me my momentum back that I paid for it. It's pretty pug. Pretty pug. But yeah, I think like air and just air decks are so strong. Air as a symbol is so strong right now. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not as hot on Nomu in this new meta. You know, even without the boogeyman Kirishima running around, I feel like air can just string so efficiently. It's just hard to play him in those environments.
For sure. I would say like Nomu feels good against the air Jiro decks, right? Because Jiro's the actual stat pumper across all the other air characters right now, and so Jiro feels like they have a harder time because they're playing specific. I don't want to say attack packages because all the air decks are playing the same attacks, but Jiro plays a specific amount of different attacks because they synergize with her. And then they don't feel as good when you play against Nomu because he's actually going to take 4 from almost everything you play.
Yep. Whereas like Ochako and Denki are like, yeah, I'm gonna like nuke you from space with my home run comets, my 1.3 millions, but I don't have to.
Exactly.
I don't have to do all that nonsense. I can just play 7 meteor showers and rock and roll, you know? So what do we got going on here? Denki's setup is very strong right now. He got some beautiful pokes in on Nomu, and he's got double Gravlift chilling his momentum. We're full blocking this howitzer all day. It's kind of hard for Nomu to keep going here. I mean, he's got 3 foundations. I mean, I guess if like we're just not afraid, right? Okay, yeah.
If he checks a 6.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely.
Yeah. Also, if we just check a 6, we just don't care.
It's definitely. I think the Nomu player here knows. Like, I just need to land 1, right? Even if it's a half, like you can see we're basically playing. We're playing Lomu, right?
Yeah. That's what this is. This is hype.
Yeah. Which is great because the air symbol doesn't have amazing low blocks, but I will say Denki is pretty set here because he has 2 incredibly strong ones. Yes, we have the block with the indiscriminate, but I think Denki knows that if we can just hold on to the meteor shower in our hand and this jolt, we should be pretty good. So this might be the one that we eat, and then the Nomu player is basically like, if I'm Denki here, he wants to land a hit, right?
Yeah.
And
it's a hard spot for Nomu to be in, right? Especially like the double low is like the Lomu is already kind of like, well, yeah, he doesn't have the best low blocks in the world, but the cards that are bad against us are his low blocks, right? Like we don't want to send 1.3 at Nomu, so like we can block with it all day, you know. Whereas otherwise, right, if you got a Denki to block, I mean, he's just got to go for it, right? I mean, this is our window to deal damage, quite honestly. This is our window to deal damage, and like if he's blocking with attacks, he probably has more. Like we've got to get those things out of his hand.
Yeah. So the worst part I think here for Denki is we have to now block with our meteor shower, right? And that's the one attack I think.
Lame.
Yeah, I think that's the one attack that we wanted.
We have to check a 6.
Oh, we did.
He's dead.
Oh,
check a 6.
Oh, the opposite thing.
Yo, we needed Denki to be all the way up here. He was all the way down here.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7. Yeah, I had to check a 6. Yeah, with 1 on board. There it is.
Yeah, so it was one of those scenarios where that's that call where do we then block the second one, right? Or make Nomu use more resources on the second one? And that's the problem, is that you really, really want to hold on to that meteor shower when you have double 0 gravity lift in your momentum already. So it was a tough situation, and Nomu went for it. Don't get me wrong. Like, Nomu checks bad on one of those, and it's already like it's all of a sudden a bad spot, and you don't have the same tools that you just used to to actually get that hit in.
Yeah.
Because that was, I was playing through the specialized sound, or the specialist sound that was used in response.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean that was good. He got there. He saw that he checked his 6 and he was like, I can just sling this bad boy now. No repercussions, you know. Like I think no matter what that turn, no matter what he does that turn, the end result is the same, right? It's just daring Denki to do 7 attacks next turn. You know, I don't think he has
because that's how big the folks were.
Agency. Yeah.
Greedy build.
That's what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, he didn't really have another outlet there. I mean, he was at least smart. He saved the asset for last because, like, that's the least important one. Opening it up.
We are gonna find out how greedy he is based on what we review here.
Cool. Yeah, we will.
The answer is we for sure review one of these throws. You're crazy. You just saw him play 3 low attacks. Why are you holding blocks? So this is adaptation, right? Like we're just choosing we're choosing not to adapt because we value our orange cards rather than we value our life total. Which as long as we keep our life total high, we will eventually find orange cards because of we're a draw 7 game at this point, right?
Yeah,
So
I think
we're going into
just
this turn with literally 0 low blocks, none.
Yeah, I think we're just really shoehorning into hey, Gravelift Jolt is the perfect opener.
Not
You know,
that it
that's
matters,
our
it's a
turn.
bonus.
That's our turn 1 all day.
It's weird
I
too
mean-
here because you're correct. So at the end of the turn, we're building 1 low block, right? Because we're building Walkling. So the question here becomes
We also have an infinite potential, and we're gonna hold a high in hand. So we actually have 2 low blocks going into next turn.
Fair.
So we're not dead in the water.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We're not.
Infinite Potential is a
Infinite
card.
Potential is a crazy card. Infinite Potential is like why you can play the Chaos symbol right now. Infinite Potential and Self Assured are why you can play Chaos right now. 'Cause that symbol's got like 1 good low block.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to come down to 1. It's going to come down to 1. How many attacks is Nomu actually going to draw? 2. How many attacks are we slinging on this turn? And 3. Do we have to use shock treatment defensively on Nomu's turn 2?
I think since we binked the 5 on the lift, we can sling the Jolt all day and then have like even if we fail the check or if we check the 3 on it, it's not great, right? But we can leave our shock treatment up. Then we have Jolt shock treatment going into his turn. He's only got 4 foundations. You know, we get to put down 2 of them. I don't think he can kill us.
Right? I don't think we do get to put down. I mean, only if we sling the Jolt here, right? But as you can see, like they're hovering the flash.
So if we do the flash and we check a 5, we feel great. We do the Jolt, we check a 5, we commit 1. It automatically hits. We respond with the with our kicks and we ready a card, and we didn't actually lose anything, right? So that's the line, and then you play the last one on the 5. Check a 3, be fine with it, commit a foundation, and then Denki and be big chillin'.
I think you just hold the flash, to be honest. Like
I'm sending the Jolt all day here. Honestly, I might have just played double Jolt this turn, and that's it.
I personally think double Jolt's the right move, but
yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm like
Prime 2, double Jolt is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. It's safer
Like,
than
he's
playing
only-
the 5 into the 5, where if you play the 4 into the 5, it's better. Oh lord.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the one you
Of the
sling.
3 options we gave,
Yo,
this was not the word meteor shower came out of none of our mouths.
So it seems that we've actually elected to just try and once per game this turn.
It might actually, you know, honestly, that might actually be a play as well. Get Nomu as low as possible so that we need less attacks on the turn 3, right?
You see, in the land of the goblins, in the land of the greed monsters, none of these thought process occurred. We saw 5 attacks and said it's once per game time.
Yeah, I mean, this might actually, that might actually be what's going through their head.
we're slinging Jolt on this next one. We're checking a 6, and then we're gonna kill Nomu.
No, I think if you're gonna once per game this turn, you do it on this because Nomu ain't blocking it.
If nothing is blocked, and we plus Ultra, we have 27 damage. We still don't kill him.
It still doesn't kill him.
Tim trying to calculate this Christmas land scenario while like tilted out of his mind is hilarious.
Well, you know, Tam wants to preach the Primes 1 and 2 Bible, and obviously, the only people that come on stream just don't care. They haven't read it.
Oh, and all we got on stream are a bunch of goddamn heretics.
They're not learned enough for your channel. Tam.
Yeah, Tam, we need the educational content back, Tam.
Now,
we failed as UA teachers, Tam.
All memes aside, though, I will say, like, to be fair, we're playing the hand that was dealt to us, right?
I mean, we did go over a lot safer ways to play the hand that was dealt to us, but I'm into this. I'm into it now. I'm into it. This is amazing. Oh, yo, we got Kyle in the chat. Yo, Kyle, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
So we respawn once per game here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You just declare your pool.
Where were you?
Play the 2 Jolts. You play the thing and pass.
4, 8.
Oh my God.
No, you play 1 Jolt. You build
We get to check
the
the
wall
If
cling
it's a
and
5,
you
we play
pass.
it.
Oh my God.
No. We do not do that.
We jam it, obviously.
You do not.
Oh my God. I'm losing my mind right now.
First in hands, I will stun.
This is mind blowing.
No, okay, so because you have to hold the other jolt to block, right? It's the high that you use
No,
the
we're
infinite
killing
potential
him.
on.
We don't need to hold
We're not
anything.
killing him.
not
It's not
killing him.
lethal. No, we're not killing him. So I think I know it's you. Yeah, you build the walkling here. You hold 2 pass, and Nomu's like, man, he only held 2. We're in. Oh my
What is
gosh, no.
happening?
Oh
told
my
you guys.
gosh.
I told you guys we're killing him.
We're limit testing for sure. The
Guys,
limit test
it's
here is
okay.
I dare Nomu to draw 1 more orange
We're
card.
going to check the meteor shower. We're gonna get another meteor shower.
Does he do math? This 5 plus 5 plus 4? I
No,
guess.
hold on.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
You ready? No. This is okay. So this is it. You ready? So you don't need to plus ultra. So yeah, you play meteor shower here. You 0 gravity lift it to send it to your momentum. You flip -2 diff to your next one. Discard that momentum. Add another meteor to your
we have
momentum. I don't
Tim.
know, but I'm saying that's the
Tim.
line.
We
I'm
do not-
telling you.
We do not.
Tim, what if any part of this entire process made you think this player does math?
I'm trying to tell you the line.
Yo, I told you guys already. We're killing him. I told y'all we're gonna find the meteor shower. And
Okay,
that's
see, I
it.
told you. So 0 gravity lift. So then he can -2 diff to the next thing, which means just to flip it, right? Just to get a use out of it.
I can't handle this. I cannot handle this.
You know what's crazy about all this math is that Nomu can actually just still block something.
Yeah. 100%. He'll block this mid, and he'll take 1.
I think I was.
Oh no. And then our plans will be ruined.
Because like the thing, yeah. So the thing here is that like, so yeah, you get to play this jolt, and on the jolt you pitch your, oh my, yeah, you pitch your plus ultra, and you pick up the meteor shot. I mean, we are checking every 5 in the deck.
Put him to 2?
That would do 4.
With
He's
no cards in hand?
No. So the gamble here is.
Okay, but listen, we're gonna
No.
have shock
Oh, you're right. It
treatment.
doesn't matter.
We're gonna have shock treatment and double jolt.
Okay.
Stun one?
That's our defensive plan.
That's cool.
Uh,
The only card. So here's the deal, right? As Nomu, you have to block this because an indiscriminate shock still doesn't kill us, right? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
This
Yeah,
is you don't block
indiscriminate
this.
shock still
This
doesn't kill us.
is this is only for 4, and the next thing is for only 6, right? Because we're Nomu. You tap Nomu face. You can't stun
Man.
Nomu face. So even if it was
The man has
indiscriminate,
transcended.
yeah, it doesn't matter. So like this is only for 4. You're allowed to go to 7 as Nomu.
okay. Okay.
This
This is
isn't-
impressive. This is an impressive play, but not a play that kills anyone. Not a play that kills Nomu.
I think what the amazing part is.
Yeah, I think
is
this
that,
kills everyone but Nomu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean that turn does kill anybody but Nomu, but it's what Tam said. Like we need to adjust.
Oh,
we are playing against Nomu, and actually we get to live as Denki
Okay.
because Nomu only drew 2 orange cards instead of 3. Because if Nomu drew 3 like they did in game 1, Denki just dies.
Yep.
So yeah, the limit test for this
At
game
the
was
same
I dare
time, though,
Nomu to draw 2 more orange cards.
I don't think Nomu gets to play 3 attacks here after we commit 3 of his foundations.
Let's go ahead and commit tight-lipped.
Right? Like, there's not a world where Nomu gets to check 3 unless he just binks like 5, 6, 5, right? Or some craziness, and not have to commit his face, so he can't damage pump. Yeah, like I told you, it's certainly not concrete, but we are going into his turn where he's got 4 foundations and we have double jolt shock treatment. He's not getting to really play a string here.
And we'll say that if you don't block it, I'm going to blow up one of your foundations.
Sure.
I mean, he definitely
will-
does get to play him.
Then he said, "Sure."
Like, I mean, the thing is that I agree with you, but the fact that it was Berserker Blow and Howitzer, like Howitzer's a 4 diff now. So
Yeah.
if he actually just saw another orange card, Denki'd lost, even through double jolt and shock treatment.
100%.
Yeah, Berserker Blow.
So I mean,
is a
Denki
hardened
just
shot.
decided to walk on a tightrope, which is fine. Sometimes you can win UFS that way, or universes. But I mean, it was definitely awkward.
I guess I'll take 11.
I think the amount of cackles and laughter that we all received from this collective experience was worth everything.
Do howitzer impact? Because I've blown up a foundation. This is going to be on a 5. So 3, 4, 5.
I will pass.
No responses?
Yeah.
No response.
He would have needed a specific attack here.
Sure.
It could have been any 4 diff, right?
Yeah, but yes,
Pass?
he could have gotten there.
Pass.
I'll pass. It's a 6 low club.
If he checks a 2, he dies.
So
That
I'll
is
block it on
true.
5?
Oh, yeah, the plus option.
Okay,
Oh no.
So I take how much?
You fooled him.
6.
You assume we're capable of such atrocities.
Ooh, excited for blood on a 5.
Oh my god, I'm
Ugh.
dead.
Fighting the final on a 3.
He said, "Oh my god,
Well,
I'm alive."
But I have no foundations.
I'm happy to have more content,
check out,
I
right?
guess.
You know what's even more crazy about this turn
Oh,
is that if Denki opts to play, okay, it's a 4 diff. Never mind. Isn't that
I
a
will-
travesty?
Holy cow!
I'm just saying. So the travesty would have been if that your only attack you drew was a 5 diff and you check a 2 on it, you tap out, and you might actually not be able to kill him.
Yeah.
There's even a world here where that actually might happen.
I think this is worth all the content ever. I want the thumbnail for this video to just be all of us like pog facing and just losing our minds.
First enhance.
Because that's where I'm at right now mentally with this game.
If it's blocked, it still deals 1.
Do we take this block the shower?
I will.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to
Or
look
block.
at discard piles.
I do not believe there's another one.
It says that my hand is red, and that's crazy.
I don't even have a hand. Oh, I lied. I have a pink hand. Oh, I have a cute.
When
pink
I
hand.
looked initially and based off of what's been checked, there's still not another one in there. So this is a 2 attack
Alright,
turn.
Yeah. Unless on the shower we check a shower, which I mean, is
Which we
just the
can still
most
do.
Protagonist energy of all time.
Sure. And we can still get away with it by using the -2 diff here, right?
Yeah.
Because we are on 2 foundations and we have to
Sorry,
actually
sorry,
consider
sorry,
that.
sorry.
No worries.
I
Yeah.
mean,
We have to
This
just go
is
to
de-
3 block the thing because we've got -1 difficulty with the or -1 speed with the
Discard this,
survive the
and
finals.
We'll pick up meteor shower.
Yep, I'll pass.
yeah, that I believe that is the play.
I'll flip this. My next
Wowzers.
charge attack gets +2.
This is
What
amazing.
an unbelievable match that we are witnessing. Dead on turn 2, attempts
I
to kill on turn
will-
2.
This is Denki versus Nomu. The man is not dead yet.
Yeah. Both players going down to 3. with
This
one
is
mistake.
like a like a Mexican Western showdown where like they both fired and just like hit each other in like the lower spine. They're both just paralyzed on the ground.
Well, the
That's how I
thing
feel
is,
right now.
is
2 speed with EX2.
Oh my god. EX2.
he said we're gonna block this one for sure.
It's a
Yep.
5 mid for.
Or we're not blocking this one. Excuse me. He said we're not blocking this one.
Which is fine. Like that's the game plan, right? That's what you're going for.
Yeah.
And you do have more momentum than you need.
So
On
much more than
a 4/5.
Check
a
it
No,
six.
but
the
then I got
4.
+2 from,
Oh yeah, it works.
sound
It
wave.
works.
Oh yeah.
Spawn for a speed.
So responses, it gets a speed from headphone jack, and then mill top card.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a 6 check.
A 6 big on top.
Not like this. Not like
I'll go
this.
ahead and say if it's blocked, I'll commit 1.
it's 4. It's a 5 high. What's the block mod on this card? 2. It's not a
Who knows?
7. You get
Can't
this
hover
is a
over
special
it?
card.
If we hover over it, we give away information.
Oh, it's only once per turn. Interesting.
You can just be talking. I'm not hovering over the hand.
0 5.
Alright.
That's not bad.
Done said that.
So it's a 2 high.
Yeah, it's a 2
So
high.
we check a 5, we live.
No
Oh,
meteors in
God.
there.
Yeah,
I can't handle this.
yeah. We check a 5, we live, and
Check,
then
give me a drum roll.
Well, if you can show me a 4 diff attack.
We need some alliteration gaming flexes in the chat.
man, he said,
I'll just
man,
say-
he said, show me a 4 diff attack. He's like,
Wow.
ooh.
Insane.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm
What a
I'm
crazy-
sending in the alliteration pugs.
Wowzers. Wowzers.
Yeah, I figured.
This time I drew all foundations.
I can't handle this.
Unfortunately.
I can't handle this guy.
Okay. So that was a.
So game 3 will adapt, right?
Yeah.
Because Denki has to go second.
Right.
Imagine adapting. No, I think he's just gonna go first. I think he's just gonna go first and tell him to deal with it.
Nomu's gonna build 5 on turn 1, and Denki's gonna be like, okay, I don't get to play that way again, right? Right?
Yeah.
No one will just draw 0 attacks again. We'll never be
All right,
punished.
okay, scratch that. Nomu will build 4.
Yeah.
based off
Hold
what's
like
in
a
the
wonder
hand.
block?
I'm gonna put one back.
The biggest mistake you can make
So
in this matchup is asking yourself, eventually the Denki has to respect me, right?
So this is where we'll see if what I say that I said in the beginning of the match is true, right? So Denki is a 7-hander, but on the defense, which is not when I would side into Denki. But as you can see, Denki's hand, like, it's all foundations and a plus ultra, which is
A lot of foundations.
We actually
Yeah.
low blocks. Crazy.
yeah, we drew low blocks, but we'll build them because specialized sound waves is too juicy.
Oh, it's the juiciest in the world.
I mean, we definitely get to keep the observant student though, right? We can keep the observant student. We
Yes,
get to keep
yes.
the.
And that's our only block.
And the you keep observant, and I think I in my opinion, I think it was keep observant, keep arrogant, right? Like
Yeah.
you
And
have
build
you have
everything
better, and you build everything else. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
3.
but we chose
no.
latent skill instead, which
Yeah.
means we're allowed to build arrogant, which is fine. You still need to build the infinite and the destined on a strong check. Like it could still go
On
wrong.
the 4.
We're nuts.
And then.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is
Oh
alright,
my
when you go
God.
back to the VOD, Yohari, you have now seen this match, this deck.
Okay.
This will be the 3rd time, and you will have not seen a single high attack. Quit holding high blocks. Stop it.
Yeah, I think you get rid of it because you can't. You only get one review, right? So, you holding the high block, even without even attempting to play it, like even if you fail it, right, you got it out of your hand. If you're
Yeah,
attempting to find better cards.
I think this is just exclusively like I just am not paying attention to what my opponent is playing. I'm only focused on what my game plan and what like the normal what your normal lines say, right?
Yeah, I think
Oh
we are
my
very much
God.
only worried about our lines.
He is playing 2 checks.
Pass.
Mamma mia.
It's
Love
a 2 low, right?
2 low tap.
Okay. On a 3.
We're nuts.
Back 3. We'll do Naval Laser on 5. 3, 4, 5. We're gonna say plus 4
Crazy.
damage.
Okay. Gets the
Wow, I
4
wish I had not been a
damage.
second 3. That would've been-
Wow. Second 3 is
Hmm.
tough. We do still have the floating +1 burn 1 on it, so if this does connect, we put Denki to half.
I'll pass.
Yeah, which is not attractive.
We just gotta
what
do
was
that
that? I'm
second
sorry?
time, you know?
Yep.
Oh, you're saying that? Okay.
Three,
So
I mean,
Six,
on a,
seven.
on a
6, 7?
7, right? We have to check a 2 to fail.
5, 6.
Pretty nice.
7.
Can't really jam anymore,
No,
sadly.
it's good. Very successful.
Uh,
So then you get to keep the plus ultra, review the infinite. So I guess it works out. But I mean, still, even attempting to, I mean, in hindsight, right? If we would have played the infinite potential, we check the specialized sound waves that's on top of our deck. It obviously fails, and we don't draw the specialized sound waves. So
Pretty lame.
That is so results oriented.
I know it's 100% hindsight, but I'm saying, like, again, we're not getting punished, right? We'll never learn if we don't get punished.
True. Please don't attack. I'm begging you.
Which means we'll just never get punished.
Please
Well,
don't attack. I'm begging you.
So, but with your information, Tam, it's a high block, so I should attack with it. Like, you send the jolt, right? There's no way you don't.
You
Yeah.
can send the jolt, right? But you could also just like build 4 here and
on a
feel
4?
fine because you have a wall cling and a way to make things high if you
responses?
want to. Not to mention latent skill.
I think you can send the jolt and build 3.
I think you can jolt build 3.
Cling,
Especially
infinite
with,
release,
like-
hold
Yep.
infinite.
It still deals 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
So we
you use the
basically
infinite to block with the infinite.
we have
You
2
still have
perfect blocks.
specialized with a
Okay,
with specialized, which I think is a way better block to use than plus ultra with wall cling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the greed play is then you hold the specialized sound waves because we have the momentum because we're gonna hit with this jolt.
I think we'll just end it there.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if we end up needing that card or not. But I think that
And then I'll play
yeah,
the
Denki's in a
SR
really
with 3,
oh,
4.
Oh my gosh!
oh,
Checks.
goblin brain,
Response,
goblin brain.
I
Let's
will
just draw another card.
Another
Okay,
walkling.
so guys, in
He can't keep
in
getting away with this.
hindsight,
You don't have anything, right?
given
Oh, this
given
is
the
fine.
play that is
Just-
all occurring tonight, are we awful commentators?
No, absolutely not.
No.
I don't think we've predicted a single turn so
no,
far.
No, I think if anything, as commentators, we are challenging the
On a
players
2, 3,
to
4?
prove us wrong, and we're being very proven wrong.
Oh yeah, oh
We
yeah.
don't know how to play this game.
On a
We clearly don't. You know what? Maybe all this means is we are fantastic commentators but terrible players.
I mean, it's either one. I also think it's that.
I think we can be one within this context. We are only one of those two.
I think one of the cool things too about it is that, I mean, this is very much like differing playstyles, right? So HCLC is a veteran
4,
Nomu player and has obviously proven and given results with the way that he plays the character, right?
Mhm.
I've never personally seen Yahari play, and not even on stream. Here at Tam's channel.
Right.
But I mean, it is definitely a way to play the game, and he's pulling it off. I'm not saying he's not, right? And like once again, Nomu only drew 2 attacks. So infinite potential makes this a high. We block with the other infinite potential, and we have a walkling to plus ultra block something else. We're still staying at 20 this turn. Like,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Nomu is proceeding to check 3s.
On
So
every single move.
Granted, so the explosive pride says that we probably don't have any momentum, and we're gonna lose 2, but it's still I'm gonna lose 3 because of this effect. God, that's such a good combo. I like
Ain't
that.
It though?
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
Very neat.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
go
rough that
this, and I'll
Denki is living the
super
7-hander high roller life right now, and we are being the truest 5-hander poor check over here, Nomu.
Yes, you're correct.
Just a hard knocks life right now.
I mean, all it takes next turn is Denki drawing
I'll pass.
5 or 6 orange cards, right? And it's just
Yep.
over probably.
Yep,
So
because we had
it's
to
a
commit
5
all of our
pirate.
really cool cards.
On a 5, 6. Checks a 5, 6.
We're in it. We're nuts.
Not checking another attack.
He knew. He knew.
This is
Seed
the
has
worst testing of all
accepted.
time, actually.
Seed has accepted he is just not the protagonist here.
This is one of those matches that you do in like an actual like tournament, like a provisional or something. And after this game, if I was seed, this is the game you drop on.
Yeah.
Is that every time I lose?
Like
This is the
that's
game
how
that
feels
makes
bad
you-
this
that
is.
makes you rethink the drive. This is the parking lot game.
GTS is trolling Seed so hard. Agreed.
Poor guy. Poor Seed.
I'll pass.
He's messing with the algorithm.
I will.
Oh, he isn't. He's choosing not to block because he wants his momentum.
All my momentum?
Oh.
He said all of it.
He said all my moments.
He said, but I worked so hard to earn that.
No, you didn't. No, you
How am I
didn't.
supposed to plus ultra now?
I'll take 7.
Yeah,
But all of it though?
it's so crazy though because like I think that you always block that, and yeah, you lose your momentum, but you're playing Denki,
lose all
right?
these-
Denki will get all of it back.
No, because he didn't block.
Oh, I didn't block it. Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna review 1.
I would have been surprised if you
and
didn't
draw
review it,
6.
I
or
agree.
if you, because of the way we're playing this.
This is a hand.
I'm gonna go paid.
Wait, why? Because of the blitz rush?
I think that one's been a long time coming. The goblins have taken over Tam's stream. He's powerless to stop them.
So we have. I don't know how many meteor showers.
I don't either. I imagine there's a reasonable amount. But like we have grav lift and meteor shower, so that one is actually 2 meteor showers.
Yeah.
0 gravity on a 5. check a 3, 4, 5.
Oh my
I
god.
think the
did
other-
he checked a 3?
Nope.
Yeah, I think the other
first
travesty
chance.
here is that
Mhm.
Nomu's only block is a low.
And I
Yep.
will.
So
Mm-hmm.
we actually
discard
only
2
have
Judgment.
Nomu face for all the defense this turn.
Yeah, we latent skill. Did we get there? We
I
found a
will go
jolt.
ahead
That's
and-
pretty good. mm,
I
I don't
I
think
think
Nomu's
just-
dead. I don't think Nomu's dead.
30.
block
It's
down.
32, right? Nomu's at 32.
I will send it instead.
6, 11, 17.
No, there's just
21.
like not a world where that's happening, I think.
26.
I do, however, think that Denki can get some great setup this turn.
So what's left? So 5, 10, 14. We have 20 left. So there has to be 2 meteors in our discard pile
Yeah.
for this to work. If there's 2
And
meteors in our
and
discard
we've
pile,
Also got to check all of that, which I mean, probably not. much
the
of a
once per
feat.
game will let us, right? The once per game will let us
Yeah,
do
as
that.
long as we don't just roll a billion threes, that's probably not a factor, but it could be.
Yeah,
4,
because
Like if we just check double
Ugh.
3 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me think. Okay, well now I gotta think. So if there is double meteor in our discard pile,
Actually, let's do that instead.
Yeah.
So next we check a 5, tap 1 once per game on the jolt. Play a blitz rush. Check a 5, tap 1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be up to the checks.
Okay, so if he checks 5s for the rest of the turn, he could do it. Again, if
Oh, yeah.
there were
What's
2 meteor showers in the discard pile, as he has just said, there are none in there.
Sure,
So
give
this
it.
is not a kill turn regardless.
Nope, I certainly would
Okay.
not have played the meteor shower here. I would have just played lift jolt and then just like called it a day.
Let's do
It will be
jolt
down to how
5,
many
4, 5,
attacks
6.
Nomu draws again.
We check a 5,
Yep.
6.
We're
Soul
still
stun
just slinging them.
1. And then if it's blocked, it'll deal 1.
Yep.
And then we will do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything else, so yeah, just 4. And then I'll do Denki's once per game.
Oh.
Then we'll play a blitz rush on a 6.
Yeah, I feel like we just
Okay,
saw this whole
5,
line in our head and we're
6.
like, cool, that's our line, but didn't really
And
check if it was
then-
lethal in any capacity.
You have any enhances?
You know, that's actually exactly how Mark Tyner plays.
Any responses?
Is
I
it?
don't. I know you don't know Mark Tyner really, but
I'm
Mark
I'm
Tyner.
slightly, but I've heard the
Yeah,
name
so-
enough
so-
times to know that there's someone.
Yeah, so Mark Tyner is the most
Trade one card for each
winningest
card in the
universes player for
that's
what
deadline.
would be considered standard now.
Mhm.
So
Plus 2 for each
which is
card in the
obviously
lineup,
not being
so
supported
2,
as of
4,
right
6,
now, but he is the
10.
most winning current player. And what Mark will do is he'll look at his hand and he goes, this looks lethal, and he'll proceed to play the best line that he can see. And so I'm very much feeling that energy in this Denki deck right now. It's like,
Yeah.
this looks lethal, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. And then we were just kind of like, well, we played the line perfectly. The issue wasn't our play. The line just wasn't lethal.
Discard a card.
And we played what needed to be a lethal line.
Yeah, because this is only for...
And now we just go splat.
Yeah.
Because we've got a wall cling and a plus. We can block one thing. At 10 health.
I mean, at this point, you...
And I'm gonna double its speed.
Oh,
No.
oh no, bro.
Oh,
Read
man.
Nomu. Read
My bad.
Nomu.
I didn't know that.
And it-
I don't have plus ultras IRL, so I'm just testing them on TTS. I'll shuffle.
This certainly is the biggest 6 damage move I've ever seen, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Rio, you know we just tried to plus ultra the speed.
Why not stun from out of momentum to prevent Nomu response. Well, the problem is that
okay, then
he
I
can
will,
still Nomu response and pay costs by committing Nomu
if it's blocked, I'll
face.
commit summon.
At
So
the end of the day, there's no way we get rid of Nomu response here because he's got someone with style. Nomu response will
Nomu.
never not exist this turn.
that is true.
You're the
Yeah,
first
we can
one
always
to
blow up a
know.
foundation to
But
remedy.
yes,
I
Nomu
know-
himself
I
can
know
also
that's one
be
of his
committed.
things, but I
Yes.
forget.
So yeah, he can still commit Nomu for
okay.
cost. So but he instead commits the other one. So
Mhm.
in a world, right, where they did use Jolt, someone with style would be ready, then we can always just commit the someone with style. And then even if they played another attack that was more than 6 damage, you can then tap Nomu face for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not bypassing Nomu any
this
day of the
turn-
week here.
This turn was never lethal unless there was 2 meteors in our discard pile, of which we found out there were none.
Yep. And we also just like didn't check for that line either. As in, like, we didn't check well enough for that line to follow through anyway.
This
Mhm.
turn probably-
Even if we've got all of those beautiful meteors.
And if you draw like a ton of attacks, I'm dead. So I'm gonna build
If you
this
draw a
on
ton of
8,
attacks, I think if you draw two
Yep, there we go, yeah.
It's not possible.
and then I will.
That Nomu
Seed
won't
only
draw them? I
tricks
mean,
them.
yeah, it's true.
All
Alright, here we
it's
go.
Like 40% attacks to avoid that scenario, but it still happens a lot. It's not fun.
Stream delay?
Oh my
my
God.
goodness.
Oh my god. All right, I'm going pee.
I believe we should take a vote in chat where we formally change HTLC's name to HTL Sad.
No, HTL Sag.
Surviving that final and then casting.
Cool.
It's okay, now we're gonna play real Nomu and actually just block, right?
Yep.
That's the game plan now.
Bummer.
Let's go ahead and draw 5.
I mean, we reviewed the plus ultra, right?
Sure.
I mean, I guess we keep
Nah.
it for whatever. Alright, I got him. I believe. this
Let's
bad
see. Let's count.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, that looks lethal.
Yeah, this is hella lethal. This
Yep.
this is so crazy lethal.
So now it's my turn to go pee.
Have fun with it. Yeah, this is a.
On a 4. Check a 3, 4. Response. It'll get a speed and mill the top card.
How do we get out of it? We get out of it
First
by maybe
enhance,
pay
let's
2,
go
draw a
ahead
bonus card, find an
and-
additional high block.
Stun 1.
Offense.
After we pay our 2, we respond to gain 3.
I'll go ahead and flip
So we'll go
this one in my momentum, and I'll commit
Uh,
super regen.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Offense.
What does this do?
What does this do?
Nothing on your turn.
Oh, it doesn't do anything on his turn?
What's that?
Nothing on
Oh,
your
it says after your rival
Oh, no,
loses
I
health,
just
draw a
never
card.
saw
I
it.
definitely thought it was just pay 2, draw 1.
I'm not super
Once per
familiar
turn.
with set 2 stuff.
I'm back for the nonsense.
Done
What are we
stun,
experiencing?
done- if it's blocked, I'll commit one of your foundations.
offense.
11, 10,
I
8.
will send it.
Alright, okay, I'm back as well. I like that name. HTL sees no attacks. That's a good name.
Oh my god. I want HTL Smooge.
I'm trying to see a line where he lives, and I don't actually see
There isn't one.
one anymore.
There is none.
Because we committed
no,
the
I don't think it's
uh,
there.
the well-dressed man. Someone with style.
The well-dressed man. The alt.
You see,
on,
before
profile.
I walked away, I used my time stone
check.
and Doctor Strange this shit.
Response, it's a charge,
And yeah,
so
there was
it's
no ending where C lives this time.
We saw 4 million outcomes for this
Mhm.
match.
First enhance, we will say
And this is the one where Seed went 2 turns in a row seeing no orange cards.
Yeah.
A true travesty.
after it's resolved, it'll remove from the pool.
So sad.
-1 speed.
So he gets to block this one.
Uh,
He gets to eat. I think we actually have to ready someone
I'll
with style in
say
case he gets
if
stunned,
it's
right?
blocked, I'll commit one of your foundations.
-1 speed.
Yeah, I think so
Oh no
too.
no! We
Uh,
I think it's
See the
because,
problem?
like-
see,
yeah. Thank
See
you.
the
I'll
ri-
just
the-
commit it.
will pass.
The closest outcome was that if we had the perfect blocks. The problem is that there's an extra high, right? Which means
either one of these.
There's not really any escaping it.
Right, because we get to play
And then that resolves, so I'll get
two. Yeah, we get to play 2 meteors now, and that's 10. Okay. All right. Yep, nothing we can do about it because we got to use the other one.
Yep. Yep.
It's just too much orange. I mean, gosh, what an unfortunate game.
Another meteor shower.
what a very, very unfortunate game.
Checks a 5.
Yeah, even if you checked
response,
all
it'll get a
3s
speed
here,
from
3
headphone jack,
and then
and then
4.
top
Yeah,
right.
he would have 1 to spare. And after it hit, he could ready 1 with your phone if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well, and he
so
doesn't
that
even need Denki
is-
face anymore, right?
Right.
Actually, 1 second.
I don't think you have it anymore. I know. There's one.
I saw 5 million futures. How many attacks did he see? 1. Yeah. So
One. One.
Singular attack.
See, chat's more wittier than I am. I set you up, but you went to Hollywood.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and
Yeah, Hatra executed it.
discard a card. Add this to my hand.
And that's lethal.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it. I
Poor
only have
Nomu.
one.
There it is. Yeah, C knows
that?
who's in his beat. Yeah, congratulations
I
to
don't know.
Yahari on Denki. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
and
that was
then
a
I
rough
had-
game. At
so I had
any
that, and
point,
then I had another one in
Seed
my
saw
discard pile,
just
and
the
then
slightest bit
I was
more
waiting to use
gas.
this at the end and just
Just
commit
a
everything.
teeny bit, just a
I
smidge.
don't wanna
Across
be-
both games, right?
Maybe he'll throw a-
Sadly, no. It seems our Nomu
Yeah,
cannot afford these rising
Sprint
gas
3 turns, it
prices.
happens.
he's got
First-
nary
After
a
that first
gallon.
game, or
in
that
this
first,
set.
the first game, I thought I was 100% just gonna die.
Our poor man.